Welcome live viewers, welcome replay viewers to my stream. I am multi-streaming as I do most Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays around 11:30 a.m. Pacific time for about an hour of TLC and tunes. I go on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube with TiffanyTLCMusic as my username everywhere, including on all socials. And I do mostly modern American folk on acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping, some bluesy songs. I have a piano arrangement. Hi Whitney, how are you? It's the clicking hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Or at least okay, as we like to say. We know okay is the new great. I actually had to resort to Nurtec yesterday. Yeah. It's been about every 10 days. Mixture of brown and red. I like that. Maroon. Burgundy. Kind of burgundy. Yes. Perfect. How are you? Thanks for being here. Do I have you for the full hour? Do you have any requests? I'll give you a sneak peek of my list. Would love to de-stress song. Okay. You're okay, but you could do with less stress. Okay. So here's what I had on the sneak peek list. You tell me if one of these sounds good or if you want something else, and then I'll tell you how I am. Okay, so how I want to be, Income Inequality, Redwood Rising, Everybody's in a Circle, A Reason Why. These are just based on, basically I go through and I see what are the ones it's been a long time since I've done, and then I think of those, what would I be okay singing? But I could do any of the others as well. The Sun on the Sea, would you like The Sun on the Sea? It's actually been a bit since I've done that one. I know you like that one. How I Want to Be, okay. Perfect. But let me know also if The Sun on the Sea is definitely a contender, even just on the basis of it's been a while. And I know you like that one. And that's also a de-stressor, kind of. Full hour, woohoo! I'm going to invite Keegan in. Special personal invitation. And then I will tell you how I am. Let's see. All right. Thank you. That's a nice hug. I wonder if Keegan's busy with something where he can't pick up. That's unusual. Keegan! You sneak. You sneak. Hi. I haven't seen you all morning, so how am I? Bullets. I'm recovering after, I think when I was last on, I had just sent out a huge thing and I had felt some amount of regret or just maybe just worn out from working as hard as I did on it and just a little like, But as I've gotten some distance on it, I'm just grateful that I made the contribution. I basically freely invested my time in a proposal that I presented to my city. I'm not saying too much about it because I haven't gone fully public with it yet. I spent a lot of time. And I think it will really help the city. And I presented it to them and I sent it to them. And it feels good to just freely make a contribution when you can. Sometimes that's not possible because money. Because we need money to live. That relates to my song Income Inequality about how we really don't need money to motivate us to make big contributions, but we do need to have our needs met. We can't really make big contributions without having our needs met. But it doesn't have to be through money. That's just our current method. It leaves a little bit to be desired. Thank you. Thanks, Whitney. You really mean I need to be heard sometimes when you do those little paraphrasings of what I've said. That really is so sweet. I appreciate that. Yeah. And just, like it's clear you've listened and you're reflecting on it and you're responding with something on point. And I really appreciate that. oftentimes people are too stressed out. So the fact that you're stressed out and you still do that, all the more amazing. All right, let us get a pick that's not broken, if we can. I might have to stop everything at some point and just dig into my bag. Aw. It's very rewarding, isn't it? And that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's rewarding to give to others. But it has to be sustainable for us. It has to be to a level that is sustainable, meaning it can't be too taxing, or it's not something that we can keep going with and keep doing. And ideally, it's joyful. It's like you're giving to an extent that is not depleting but nourishing, if you will. So let's do How I Want to Be for You, Whitney. Let's start right out with that. Let's see here. But yeah, another thing on more mundane matters, migraine-wise, I've realized that, and this just makes so much more sense. I paid so much more attention to my brain needing to be in the dark for 8 hours, and I realized that basically from around now, summer solstice, the days are so short that if I stay up really past like 9, certainly 10, I'm in trouble. I'm not getting enough of my brain in the dark. And so we did some blackout curtains a little bit, but like there's a lot of activities we're participating in that just, it's hard to get to bed by then, like the choir. All right, this pick is too broken, so I'm going to have to get out of my comfort zone here. Okay. Ouch. All right, I think this one will do. This is a beauty. Who did you produce for, Keeks? Is it something that I already know about? Oh, no, we're going to sing it. You're going to sing it. Oh, no, we're going to sing it. I mean, it basically could easily have been on my list because it also has been a bit. It's been a minute since we've done that. In fact, it was on my list. I think I actually said that one and you picked from the list, so we're doing it. Like I don't have any strong feelings of what to start with, so it's really kind of a flip of the coin, so why not? Let's see. Oh, shoot. I switched the text setup when I didn't need to. Oh! Wait, put it off for a while because you're buried in tasks? Oh, you put off working on the beat. I thought you were asking me to put off doing this. Yes, you know what? I'm glad you asked actually, because it's been even longer since I've done one candle. So I am game to do one candle. I kind of need, you know what? I think the reason I haven't been doing that as often is because I do it after the stream standing, because I'm preparing for the possibility of performing it solo at like a protest or something. That's some idea I have. I don't know if it'll happen. Oh, I was doing TikTok. No, not really. Start with the same chord. Do I see an evil man? A man who's lost his word? Do I hear what's in his heart? Do I hear what his words say? Do I demonize you? Or can I see through? I right? We got a lot in the house. I think we do. I think we do. And I love the road I'm on, from the strange shines of a gun. I'm always every day, so glad that I found my way. That I learned how to think and things in a way that helps you be. How to be the way, baby, I want to be. I didn't mean to do that whole extra strum. Alon, you change your username often, and I think this might be you, but that is an interesting thing. Orit Mucka? What does that mean? What does that mean, pray tell? I gotta get my Twitch open, that much is clear. I'm missing out on some serious emotage going on. Wow. I love the cat with the dancing guy, Keeks. That is awesome. And of course, I love the butterflies. Shino Shikere Sigwit Scar. Sue Scar. Thanks, Whitney. I hope that hit the spot. Look at all those emotes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. If it is indeed you, Alon, which I'm quite confident it is, how are you? It's been so long. I was just thinking about you the other day, thinking, where is Alon? I miss him. I hope you're doing well. All right. Let's do one candle. Let's just go right into it. Let's do one candle. Oh my gosh, you guys. What is that one? Is that like a bear or what is that? A cat? No, not the heart. What's the one with the yellow guy? Oh, it's a chick. It's a chicken dance. Oh no. All right, one candle goes out to, there is, I just have to say, there is so much stress and suffering going on in the world right now. And it's in no small part, it's in no small part due to what is happening at the federal level in our country. And this goes out to all of those who are stressing out, and whether it's due to that or something else, it's about feeling hopeless and helpless and just needing a vision, just absolutely needing a vision of coming together with others for a sense of hope. That is what it is. All right, changing the text. And the wild range of emotes continue. Thank you for coloring up the chat. All right. All right. Let us do one candle. The Alon effect. All right, we had a confession. It's Alon. Indeed. When you want a short candle in your hands and its flame is slim and it's flickering, when the clouds are thick and the moon is in your sight. Destined. Come to me, oh, come to me, let us stars one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. We'll make our way through the night, holding hands warm and tight. All we join as we go, step by step, however slow. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us start as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. More to navigate, we collaborate, not engage in hate, commit to share one fate. Growing peacefully with empathy, integrity, inclusivity. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us start as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. Well, let science guide, set the unprovable aside, keep open mind, see what we find. We'll look inside, see where bias hides, expose it to light, invite to take flight. So come to me, oh, come to me, let's stand as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. It may take time, now and then we'll fall, but someday we'll reach our goals. Safety, equality, opportunity for all humanity. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun, brighter than the sun. What is GAFA? Hope you like that. Thanks for the candles and all the other emotes, Salon as well. Thanks, guys. Yes, I think it's a song you could learn. It's really, you know what is amazing about this song is that it's only 2 chords. No, that's not true. That's not true. It's D, C, G, D, C, G. Well, D, C, G, D, D, C, G, D, D, C, G, D, D, C, G, D. Chorus and verse. Just D, C, G, D. And the strum is not terribly, the picking pattern's not terribly hard. If you'd like, I can send it to you. But it may take a while for your fingers to get, I don't know if you're even trying picking patterns yet. Because just enduring the pain until you get the calluses on your fingertips is its own thing. When you're more comfortable with the guitar, be prepared for messages. How do I play this? Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, because I feel like for a while you could just do strumming. it's not quite as nice. When you warm your candle in your hands and it's flame is dim and it's flickering, when the clouds are thick and the moon is thin and you say, hasten, come to me, oh come to me, let's dance as one, lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. Nowhere near as nice, but if you're just singing on your own, nowhere near as like, I really like the picking songs for the mellow vibe, you know. But I also have a little picture. I wonder where I have that. It might take me a bit, but I might be able to get you a picture of the picking pattern. There's a little graphic that you can use to show picking patterns. That's so exciting, Whitney. It's such a for years I just played on my own before there was live streaming, or before I knew about live streaming. I just played on my own. Very comforting. Not as sweet as, nowhere near as sweet as doing it in community, but quite lovely still, you know, as far as hobbies go. Oh, yes. Well, you know, thankfully, I don't think you can be, because it's so much of learning the guitar is just, it goes kind of slowly, because so much of it is just like, it's not about how fast you can learn it. It's about how fast you can learn it intellectually. It's about how fast you can learn it physically. And so it's more practice than it is like asking, how do I do this? How do I do that? I mean, past to a certain point. Once you get to a certain point, I mean, I took guitar classes for a little while. I didn't really like them, because they, you know, they provide you their own songs, and I didn't really like it. Like, not their songs, but like just generally available songs that weren't moving to me. But that's another option. You know, Elliot learned piano really well online with online classes. I can't remember, Dr. Hoffman or something, or Hoffman Academy. Is that right? And I did the same. It was kind of cute because they had little finger puppets and stuff. It was definitely for kids. But you could find a good guitar, a basic guitar class. The trick is, we got lucky. We just, like, was our first one we searched for. Bam. It was like, it was great. And it was free. A lot of it was free. We ended up paying to upgrade for a while, but it was still like so much cheaper and easier to do than in-person lessons. All right, let's do income inequality. Yes. This goes back to what I was saying when I first hopped on, and I'm just really reflecting on how we don't really, our joy as empathic social creatures is to contribute. And all we need, it sounds like, oh, all we need, like, oh, of course it's a big thing, but it's to have our needs met. If our needs are met, then we will freely contribute. If we're under the gun and we're like, well, you're not going to get your needs met unless you can produce this thing called money, then some of what we do to get that money might be contributing, but some of it might be actually kind of not. You know, whether you're talking about stealing to like, you know, doing things that like hurt the planet, you know, just to make an extra dollar, or whether you're talking about contributing to people who don't need it because they're the ones that have the money, who barely need it. Anyway, income inequality touches on some of those things, and so let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not quite sure the tech setup to do on this one. All right, let's try this one. Ideally, well, I don't know. I don't don't know if we heard how everybody is. Salon, I would love to hear how you're doing. So happy to have you. We missed you too. I just saw that comment. We missed you too, Alon. Very much. Incoming equality, full of corrosive. Oh, wrong capo. I was like, something sounds wrong. There we go. Incoming equality, full of corrosivity, resentment burning sea to sea, creating instability, war and criminality. From incoming equality, we must break free. The irony that's plain to see in studies of our rich countries is that inequality helps even the most wealthy with better public care. From A to Z for income equality, it's an from incoming equality, full of corrosivity, resentment burning sea to sea, creating instability, war and criminality. From incoming equality, we must break free. By nearly every measure we can read, from trust to obesity, mental health to life expectancy, all are better off we see, even the most wealthy, for income equality can set us all free. From incoming equality, full of corrosivity, resentment burning sea to sea, creating instability, war and criminality. From incoming equality, we must break free. And with research we can see, without financial worry, people volunteer freely, create higher quality with greater ingenuity, for income equality can set us all free. From incoming equality, full of corrosivity, resentment burning sea to sea, creating instability, war and criminality. From incoming equality, we must break free. Thanks, Keegan. But then we would be surprised to see better fruit from an apple tree growing in the shade. Honey, so it will obey. People are the same, we know today. For income equality can set us all free. From incoming equality, full of corrosivity, resentment burning sea to sea, creating instability, war and criminality. From incoming equality, we must break free. It's not about what he deserves. There's a reason for every single swerve. When people falter, they're in need. The solution is recovery. Have to be all we can be, for income equality can set us all free. Totally. From incoming equality, full of corrosivity, resentment burning sea to sea, creating instability, war and criminality. It's not about what he deserves. Yeah. Just imagine the possibilities with innovation flowing freely and without the massive waste we see from tracking time and money and punishing those in need for income equality. We can set ourselves free. I just have to have the TLC choir. Oh, I need the TLC choir, Keeks. Because, like, otherwise it's like, I have another song. There's another song you could do. Why don't you just do all my songs and forget about these other ones? You don't need to do these other ones. Speaking of these other ones, we're doing such a beautiful song right now. I probably not supposed to sing it on here because it's definitely copywritten, blah blah blah, but it's so beautiful. It's like an African American spiritual. It's an arrangement based on a traditional African American spiritual, and it is it's so beautiful. And I am doing TLC and the choir, the TLC choir. Oh my gosh, and it's I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's called Soon We Will Be Done, and it has super low parts. Actually, I don't know how low the low parts are, Keeks. Are they like on the very low end of low? But the high parts are definitely the highest that we've sung. And there's soprano ones and soprano twos. Soprano two sings the highest of the high, and I played the song for my voice teacher, and she was like, "You could definitely do this. This is totally in your range." And I was like, "Okay, we'll see." It's hard. It's hard to sing it without, like, to sing it properly so you don't hurt your vocal cords. Like, you have to be focused to, because your brain is telling you, oh, this is hard. I have to try harder, and like you're gonna hurt yourself. You have to just relax and be like, I've got this, no problem. Anyway, I'm really excited about it. It's such a pretty song. Pretty isn't the right word. It's gorgeous. It's, just so pretty. I just said pretty again. All right, so we just did Income Inequality. We just did it. Alana, you still with us? If you are, I want to hear how you're doing. Something, a low light, a highlight, something. From all the time that we haven't seen you. Something. I'm just so glad to see you. All right, let's see. Everybody's in a circle, I think, is definitely, it's been a bit, not quite, maybe let's do a reason why. That's kind of a nice bridge to that. I also had possibly Redwood Rising, question mark. Let's do a reason why. This is, as you guys know, this is about finding a purpose to keep you going. And I've transitioned, like I said, to basking in the glow of what it feels like to make a pure contribution that's not in exchange for something, really. And to the extent it is, like, because part of what I'm advocating for does benefit licensed professionals who I think are treated in a way that is concerning at the moment. And so, but it's really minor in the scheme of things compared to how much effort I put in. And it kind of goes to the idea that you need a reason why. It doesn't have to be a paid career. It can be a really enriching hobby, or like something you do for your family, or something you volunteer doing, for no specific compensation. Thanks, Whitney. Once you get in touch with this fact, if you're also having your needs met at the same time, which I pretty much am, then it's so much more fulfilling than just doing, only doing direct trades, like giving as much, even some business models though are based on this idea. Like Google started, I read a biography of the founders of Google at one point, and they were, I don't remember what their rationale was, but even today, if you go onto their search engine page, there's nothing on there except the word Google, pretty much, and a search engine thing, versus go onto any other search engine page, and it's packed with ads, packed with things designed to suck you in to places where you'll see more ads. Like, giving, pure giving, having as much of that as you can is such a, it feels good to do, and it feels good to receive. So, a reason why. Let's find the text setup. Boom. All right, a reason why. Here we go. Let me just play this. I want to make sure, because at one point I got into a cycle where I was doing the wrong key. No, it's too low, I think. I just don't want to do that. Not that it really matters, but I'd rather do it as I wrote it, because I think it's a little easier to sing for one thing. Ooh, that's where I need to start. Delete. Oops, delete. Delete. I'm deleting all the tracks, because you know why. We gotta lay them fresh. We gotta lay them fresh. Laying the tracks fresh, y'all. All right. Here we go. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, wrong. Oops, I got distracted. Oh no, I got distracted again. We're going through this one more time. Jeez. Okay, here we go. Survivors know well when you're going through hell, you need a reason why. Yeah, to reach the other side might not be enough when the going gets really tough, but to even try. Yeah, you need a reason why. Yeah, you need a reason why. At times just to survive, but some need to thrive. So try to find a reason why. Yeah, you need a purpose in life if you really want to fly. But even just to get by, so try to find a reason why. Could be one or two, could be three or four, could be even more. Whatever lights your life, one might be your family, a hope for humanity, a career or hobby, or just the little joys of life you see. But you need a reason why. At times just to survive, but suddenly to thrive. So try to find a reason why. Yeah, you need a purpose in life if you really want to fly. But even just to get by, so try to find a reason why. The best reasons why they sweep you off your feet. And if you hold them tightly, they crowd out anxiety. They fill you with positivity, are nearly irresistible, so fulfilling and meaningful. They make problems seem small, so you need a reason why. Hey, at times just to survive. Hey, but suddenly to thrive. So try to find a reason why. Yeah, you need a purpose in life if you really want to fly. But even just to get by, so try to find a reason why. You need a reason why. Just to survive, but suddenly to thrive. So try to find a reason why. Yeah, you need a purpose in life if you really want to fly. But even just to get by, so try to find a reason why. Yeah, 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 yeah. Laying it on fresh. A reason why. Doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to be impressive, doesn't have to be impressive. Thanks, Whitney. Doesn't have to be prestigious. It could literally just be looking forward to having your breakfast every morning. Because there are people and situations where that's the highlight, and that's okay. But just really savoring those things that keep you going. So important. Whether you're, at the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, realizing your dreams, or whether you're just getting by day to day, barely, really struggling. Because this was inspired by the book written by I'm forgetting his name at the moment, called Man's Search for Meaning. Dr. Viktor Frankl, that's right. Let's end on, wait, no, we're not ready to end quite. Let's do, I'm going to take this off, should I? And do Redwood Rising? I like to have it off, but I don't like to deal with putting it back on. So maybe I won't. I'll just keep it on. I'll keep it on. I know, it's so true. It's sometimes so hard to make the point you're trying to make. All right, let's switch it up to Redwood Rising. This song about, well, this in a way is a song about something that keeps you going. The redwoods were part of what kept me going through a pretty difficult time in my life. Pretty challenging. All right, here we go. Piano sounds so quiet to me. Why would it sound quiet? I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to turn the headphones up because I haven't done anything else to make them quiet, I don't think. There we go. All right. My brother was 4 and I was 8 when I met, okay, so last time I played it was, you might not have been on, or you might not have heard it when I played it. Because, maybe it was a day you got off early. The last time I played it was the 21st of April, so a couple weeks ago. I'll bet you that was a day when you had to get off or something. That could be. Because I do play it toward the end usually. That's probably what it is. It might have even happened twice in a row, because the prior day was April 9th. My brother was 4 and I was 8 when a mom moved us up north. Oh, so far away from what we'd known before. The place was cold and damp, our dad now far away. Friends and family left behind, every majestic and familiar, telling me that everything will be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Telling me that everything will be alright. No neighbor kids, no sidewalks, no best friend next door. Fell in the middle of nowhere and needed so much more. No one with cookies waiting at home, taking a latchkey off and alone. Just like a boy that didn't fit in, had a hard time finding friends. Went out of the fog, a redwood rising, offering a hug. A new friend there in the wilderness, reaching down from above. Redwood tree, she guides me, comforts and inspires me, majestic and familiar, telling me that everything will be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Telling me that everything will be alright. We had a 10-acre redwood forest all to ourselves, so my brother and I played in the woods every chance we could. The woody house, Green Island, the tree house, and more. So many imaginary worlds, so much to explore. Went out of the fog, a redwood rising, offering a hug. A new friend there in the wilderness, reaching down from above. The redwood tree, she guides me, comforts and inspires me, majestic and familiar, telling me that everything will be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Telling me that everything will be alright. Fast forward 45 years, I got a family of my own. We live in the suburbs now, I never feel alone. But I meditate daily in our backyard where redwood trees they grow. And we go hiking every chance we get, the forest still feeds my soul. 'Cause out of the fog of redwood rising, offering a hug. A new friend there in the wilderness, reaching down from above. The redwood tree, she guides me, comforts and inspires me, majestic and familiar, telling me that everything will be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Telling me that everything will be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Telling me that everything will be alright. Thanks, Whitney. I feel like it's just you and me. Keegan, Alon, are you there? Are you there? Thank you. A bop in its own way. I love that. And then you said, really, maybe I seem to be busy more often. Maybe I seem to be busy more often. There you are, Keegan. And I think that's awesome, Whitney, because that means you're doing stuff. You're getting your, I don't know if it means you're realizing your dreams necessarily, but it might be like you're getting out there. You're working on things is probably what it means. To eventually lay the foundations for realizing your dreams. Even if it doesn't seem like the specific things you're doing, although I don't know, maybe they're really exciting, but maybe they're foundational, and then on those you build the things that are really exciting to you. Yeah. Oh, you guys are looking at cars right now? Oh my God, no kidding. Really? Not sure yourself. Oh wait, oh my God, I almost clicked stop streaming. Hold on, this metronome is driving me batty, absolutely batty. There we go. Oh. It's this little tick, 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 tick. It's like, once you don't need it, you're like, let's turn it off. Oh, you're not sure what it means, the fact that you're busy more often, and maybe nothing significant whatsoever. Could be total coincidence. Yeah, so we had one of our cars we share our cars. In other words, we don't, like, Keegan doesn't have his own car. Elliot has his own car, doesn't have his own car. I don't have my own car. Daddy and Patrick doesn't have his own car. I say daddy sometimes, not because he's my dad, but because speaking on behalf of the guys. But one of our check engine lights went on. Bad. That's what's called bad in the world of cars. And so my husband's trying to sell it as quickly as possible and find a replacement. But it's tough because we're trying to buy a car that works for everybody in the family, and used, because we cheap is our cheap but good, is we almost always do. We always do used cars. Always do used cars. My husband's really good at figuring out cars, so it's a risk that's worth taking. It is annoying. But we live in a place where, I don't know, different places, there are less of a need for a car. We live in a pretty spread out place. It'd be really hard to get by without a car here. One of them's electric. It's a Tesla. Shh. They're kind of, we bought it before all this happened. And that was actually used also, but it was a newer used one. It was a pretty big investment, and selling would have been really bad, and it's so great for the environment. It's really a great car. And that one's working fine. We have one that is big, kind of honky car that we can use it to tow our trailer for camping. And it's also like our backup car. And then we have a sort of ordinary car. That's the one where the engine light went on. Anyway, and my husband's really bummed because he doesn't like having to buy something and change cars in a rush, which I can very much understand. I do not enjoy it either. It's stressful. And you're more likely to make an error, a problematic decision. I guess we did a reason why. Okay, so let's finish on Everybody's in a Circle. Wouldn't that be a lovely way to end? Don't always have to end on train. So a big driveway. Well, we also have a garage and it's a pretty long driveway, so that helps. And we do not keep the trailer here. The trailer is in a storage thing, which I'm not happy about because it costs money every month. But yes, it's too small for our tall family. Keep in mind, Elliot is almost 6'8". So that's another serious problem that has created issues for our car and our trailer. We've had very limited options. All right, let's see. So, everybody's in the circle. Let's do it. Celebrate our lovely little circle here. I'm so grateful for it. All right. Everybody's in a circle. Here we go. It was too small for you even, I know. That's true. Let's see. No, this is the wrong. I'm like, what? This is not the right song at all. There we go. Here we go. If you fear you're fitting to a circle you wanna be in, if the light from the nearest sun it is much too dim, if you're old enough to run and realize that everybody's in a circle, everybody is the sun. Give yourself all the sunshine, you're not on every corner, you're already in a circle. Give yourself all the sunlight shines through everyone. You don't need another sun to get light and love from. When the sun is to you, So know that everybody's in a circle, everybody's a song. Give yourself a sunshine, you're not on everyone. You're already in a circle, give yourself a song that shines through everyone. Now your circle, it might be small, it might contain no person at all. Imaginary friends, a spider on the wall. But when your love is shining through you in a tube, now that everybody's in the circle, everybody is the sun. Give yourself all the sunshine, you're not on everyone. You're already in the circle, give yourself all the sun that shines through everyone. Everybody's in the circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself all the sunshine, you're not on everyone. You're already in the circle, give yourself all the sun that shines through everyone. Let your light shine through everyone. Let your light shine through you to everyone. Woohoo! Thanks for listening, guys. Wow, it's 12:30 on the dot, on the dot. Look at the blurb. Thanks for all the sweet emotes, you guys. That really makes such a difference. They're so peppy and lovely. Big hugs, Whitney. TLC to you both. TLC to you all. Live and replay. Don't forget, catch me Monday, Wednesday, Fridays around 11:30 a.m. Pacific time for about an hour of TLC and tunes. I should be back on Monday. Next Wednesday I will be on early because it's my first Wednesday of the month class that I take. So 11 to 12 that day, but most Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 11:30 a.m. Pacific time on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Tiffany TLC Music on all those spots and all socials generally. Until next time. Hope you have a great weekend, Whitney. I'm going to be seeing Keegan. And others, I hope you all have a great weekend. And then I see you Monday. And I know we'll only get you a little bit, Whitney, on Monday. Happy guitar practicing, and I hope the stress settles out a little over the weekend. Each day is so different from the next. Bye.